Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room. I'm your host Baridhara. The Champions League is at its final stage and PSG have beaten Arsenal in the first semi-final. I have Tanvir Ahmed Pranto to talk about all that. Pranto, you must have had a very good night's sleep being a Manchester United fan.
It doesn't really, matter to us as a United fan in the UCL nights. But yeah, it was a very good game. Arsenal PSG at Arsenal's home, beaten 1-0, and it was a very good game as a neutral fan to watch. But I guess the tie is, far from over.
But Arsenal at home, they had the advantage, and before the match, Arteta said all the fans, all the supporters would be behind the team, but that didn't work. And Arsenal,
they weren't actually that, behind their team because the atmosphere wasn't that loud.
Exactly.
And as reported by Sky Sports and several other outlets, that the fans were not as loud or as noisy.
Right, and that's what I was coming to. That Arsenal fans were supposed to be behind the team, but yesterday's match showed that something did not click. Did they lose faith on their team after such a long and, well, of course, an optimistic season from the beginning, but all the optimism washed away?
I don't see it that way because even in the last night they had a very good game. Even after going behind 1-0, after the first 15, the 20 minutes, they fought back really well. They had a few chances and they scored a goal which was discarded as an offside. But they had number of chances. PSG keeper Donnarumma had 3-4 excellent saves.
Yes.
That I guess could be the result of the tie at the end. But it was a bit surprising that Arsenal fans did not really
cheer their team up. Exactly.
That much.
But PSG, on the other hand, they were at it from the very beginning. I mean, Ousmane Dembele, what more can I say about him? That he is proving his doubters wrong for the whole season, and he had an excellent game. And of course, he kept the Arsenal defense very busy, right? Yeah. With his pace and absolute the run into the deep spaces in the box areas. So, what made PSG click? Is there attacking trio, or do you think the midfield worked better than Declan Rice and Arsenal's famed midfield?
I guess the early goal gave them the advantage. In the first 10-15 minutes, they were actually attacking, brilliantly, and Arsenal could not really cope up with their pace and the speed and how they passed through the defense. But I guess in the end they had the advantage because of their keeper Donnarumma. I keep saying this again because he
kept them in the match, right?
In the match and in the tie as well, because the save that he made of Martinelli and Trossard in the second half were really vital.
Exactly. Now let's come to the second leg. Can Arsenal pull back on PSG's field, or PSG? It's over for PSG.
It's not over because PSG historically has this pattern of
having an off day.
Giving up the leads they have in the first leg. You remember the 16-17 Barcelona one, they
blew.
Yeah, they were 4-0 up.
4-0 up, but
and then they lost it in that tie, and then against United in the 18-19 season. Similar conditions. So Arsenal will have their chances at their home.
But Pranto, personally, I don't think Arsenal can make a comeback because first thing,
it's
Arsenal.
It's one goal lead, so it can happen anytime.
The way Arsenal played last night and the way they failed to capitalize on the home advantage, I don't see them getting to PSG's field and getting something away. Maybe they would get a goal here and there, but PSG
will score goals as well,
with this attack and with this midfield,
they will score goals.
They will score goals. I mean, 2 or 3 maybe on their home turf. So it would be very difficult for Arsenal to play an open game where they need goals and with this at the same time keep their defense intact. So I think Arsenal, and mind you, they are no Barcelona either. I mean, the 2015-16 Barcelona had Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, and Arsenal, they don't have.
Arsenal, yeah.
Arsenal is Arsenal. So I think they missed a very big opportunity.
They missed an opportunity, but as I said, it's not over, and it will be another good watch, and a good 90 minutes or even 120 minutes in the next week.
Of course. Now let's move on to the for tonight's semi-final, Inter Milan versus Barcelona. Two teams shaping up very differently. Inter Milan had a rough week.
Rough week, yeah, absolutely.
Barcelona had a very successful week, but very fatigued week, I would say, because they had to play Real Madrid for a very long game, and the match was brutal, right?
But yeah, it was a long game and everything, but that win and that that will boost Barca's confidence, big time, because Inter are coming off a defeat to Roma in the league, and they also lost to Milan in
their derby,
in the League Cup. Yeah, so they are a bit down at the moment, but they are the team to they have a very good defensive record. They only considered 5 goals this season in the UCL, and it will be tough for Barcelona. And if they are to win the win the tie, they will have to win the match tonight.
Right, and for me, Inter Milan were the team to beat. I told you this in this show before, but throughout as the tournament progressed, throughout the tournament, they lost their edge somehow. They only came thus far on the back of, I guess, Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Barcelona were looking a bit shaky initially or in the middle stages, but now they look stronger. So both the teams have evolved quite differently from the beginning of the tournament. So I feel Barcelona have a very good chance tonight, but they need to step up their game. Especially the way they played against Real Madrid, they need to do something different, right?
Yeah,
two teams are very different, Real and Inter Milan.
And Inter's a 3-5-2 formation will cause some bit of problems for Barcelona as well, and Lewandowski's absence will be a big blow for them, because his experience. Yeah, sure, Ferran Torres has scored goals in this season, 18-19 goals, and Yamal Olmo, they all are clicking at the moment, but the experience counts in this stage, and I guess Lewandowski's absence will be a huge factor. At the same time, I guess Inter Milan will have Thuram.
Thuram is out, injured.
No, but
he might can play, but
he might be back.
He's not
sure, but
all right, Pranto. At the very end, I want your prediction
for tonight.
For tonight, yes.
I guess tonight it will be a close game, 1-0 to Barca.
I think it will be 2-1 to Barcelona. So let's see what happens. Thank you, Pranto, for your time today. Folks, that was all the time we have for you. Let us know your prediction in the comment box, and I'll bring you another show tomorrow. Till then, you take care.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.